Coventry United TV with Red and Green's manager Carl Nolan. Carl, have you caught your breath after that one? What a finale, it's a fantastic game of football.
Yeah, it was. Very entertaining. Real old school British non-league game there, wasn't it? Not expecting the game to go ahead. I think it shocked everybody. But our attitude was we're here now. So we were glad the referee gave us the green light to play. Listen, I asked the boys before, well, never asked, demanded. Battling qualities, heart, desire, adapt to the conditions. And I thought over the course of the game, we'd done that to a degree. Wasn't particularly happy with our in-possession work first half. I thought there was a lot of naivety. We were dwelling on the ball too long, but it got better. What I liked in both halves was the adaptation to the system that we felt we had to play, obviously with so many injuries. The battling qualities, the pressing, the desire to try and win a football match. That was there in both halves. Wasn't a great deal of quality first half, granted, but then second half I thought some of the football that we played out there on an absolute quagmire was absolutely terrific. You know, we got into the final third time after time. All that was missing was some more goals. But I'm proud of the lads there, they deserve them 3 points.
It really was a performance to be proud of, but a performance that nearly didn't happen. I mean, we didn't even leave Coventry until gone 1 o'clock because we didn't know whether the game was going to be on. Yeah. We got here, still didn't know whether the game was going to be on. What sort of impact did that have on the preparations for the match, not knowing if we were even going out there?
I was planning going shopping with the missus, weren't I, at 1 o'clock? And no, we just said to the players, look, you know, get your minds on it now. It was 50-50 whether the game was going to go ahead. It's about being professional, you know. We all had a look at the pitch, saw what it was about. We had a game plan going into today, knowing that the pitch would be quite heavy anyway, so no excuses. Players were given responsibilities in that system.
What are you doing now?
There was a game plan, no excuses. We'd be professional, we're psychologically strong, we get out and get the job done. And we've done it. Brilliant.
It was a perfect start as well. 4 minutes in, Renato Prifty, a young lad who is really becoming a man at Coventry United, especially since he's come back, has been scoring goals for fun. That must have been the perfect start for you to score in the first 5 minutes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then again, I'm pleased for Renato because obviously he had that injury. He's gone away, made sure he's kept himself well conditioned. Whenever he's trained with us, he's showed us with his enthusiasm, with his quality that he wants back in this side. We reward that. He's took his chance. I think since he's been back, he's been magnificent. And I'm so pleased that he's got 2 goals there today, particularly that second goal after they get back in the game 1-1. I couldn't have wished for another player to score that goal.
Well, for Coventry United, it was a good first half, like you say. There were, potentially could have even been further ahead. I mean, fantastic goalkeeping display from Warren Butlin. If not for him, it could have been 2, 3, maybe even 4.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, we felt it could have been 4 or 5. Yeah, Joseph has made some great runs there, got into some great positions. All that was missing, obviously, was the finishes. But that's been a problem with us all season. Let's be honest. We've created a good volume of chances in most games this season. We just agreed in there collectively, because we're all in this together, that we need to start converting more of these chances, you know, and we will, it's a work in progress, but look, we take heart, we're getting in them positions, but it will just make it a little bit more peaceful on the bench, so to speak, if we can start putting more of these chances away.
You mentioned battling qualities earlier on. No one really showed battling qualities more than Adam Miles. It's been an absolute rock at the back. You just said he was your man of the match. You just can't beat him, can you? He's an exceptional player, an exceptional performance.
Yeah. He's as I say, his form's been right up there at a high level all season. He epitomises what we're trying to do at this football club. He obviously had Riley playing alongside him, who's a midfielder, because you know the situation that we're in. Young Dawid, who's learning on the job. Then you've got, excuse me, young Harry, a young boy there. On the left side, young Sean, a young boy on the right side. So Smiley's having to do a lot of organising, and he really stepped up to the plate, showed great maturity, organisational skills, desire to win, and there was some good performances out there, but for me Adam Miles just tips the man of the match award.
Well, smile the man of the match for you. We've gone for Renato Prifty, who got that second goal, but that winning moment was required because of a certain former Coventry United player who came on and scored. It just had to be, didn't it? Brian and Love coming against his old. But you know, if anyone was going to score, it was going to be Brian, wasn't it?
And I'm torn because I really like Brian, and I mean that, not just because he scored. Brian's a really good lad. He knows that he would still be at this football club under different circumstances. We're building a side with young players. We're building for the future. Brian's accepted that. He's had a great career in the game. He's continuing to obviously sustain his career. And I was torn because as much as I hated the fact that we might actually end up drawing this game 1-1 despite being the better side in my opinion, I was pleased for Brian because he's a cracking lad.
But you really got to praise the character of this Coventry United team. Other teams could drop their heads after holding Lutterworth off for so long, from the 4th minute to the mid-80s, then going to 1-1. But United got themselves back up. Brilliant run from Harry Chesterton, not in at the far post by Renato Prifty. Is that what you want to see, that real character from this Coventry United team?
Absolutely. Keep having a go. And Harry, I was pleased again for him that he sets up that goal because I thought he was excellent today. You know, again, another player learning on the job. He's worked his socks off in that wing-back position. Probably didn't get in the final third as much as he would have liked and we would have liked. But then what a time to get in the final third. And he digs that cross out. Absolutely brilliant. Because I thought our delivery from wide areas today was a little bit sloppy. But that stand up there at the back post, you know, was terrific. And I'm really pleased for Harry. He's loving his football here. He's making great progress and he's really part of our plans moving forward.
And before we get on to Wednesday's game against Broadwell, let's have a moment to talk about Kyle Carey. Really tried so hard in the portion of the season that he's been after coming back from a high game. A real feel-good moment for him to get that goal with the last kick of the game, the perfect way to end it.
Absolutely, and I thought Kyle was excellent today. You know, he's played as a front two to start with. We asked him to, you know, just drop in little pockets and bring other people into play. He was terrific at that. The way he used his body there in the first half to draw fouls, to get other people up the pitch, really clever. And then second half he goes out left. We asked him to try and get down the side of the fullback to try and meet balls coming inside of the fullback. He did that. And then to score in the last kick of the game, and what composure. You know, you're going through 1v1 there, slip of the shoulder, bump. Really pleased, and we had an excellent game today, Kyle.
And finally, let's talk about Wednesday. Thankfully, on a more stable surface, the 3G at the Butts Park Arena. Won't have to worry about the weather as long as the snow holds off. Boggbrook St Michael's, a team that we went to and were able to eke out the win earlier on in the season. What are you expecting from Wednesday's match?
Well, we had a cracking game there, didn't we? If I remember rightly, Boggbrook, they're a good side. I think they're quite similar to us in terms of where they are in their building process. They've gone with quite a young side. Excuse me, and it was a good footballing game at their place, so I expect the same again. We're going to have players back. There's some good news this week that 2 of the 8 that have been out for a while hopefully will be available for selection Wednesday. But we just said to the players in there now, you know, don't rest on our laurels. You know, we want to accumulate as many points as possible this season. Yes, the remit's to stay in the league, but I personally want a bit more than that, and I believe we're capable of more than that. Yes, it's about building, but we want to keep putting in good performances, accumulate as many points as we possibly can. So I said to the players in there, we build on that. We learn from the first half performance when we've got to be a bit cuter in possession, but keep showing them same battling qualities, that same belief. And yeah, we're looking forward to Wednesday and going again.
Well, if Wednesday's anything like today, we're in for a fantastic game. Carl, well done. Thanks for your time.
Pleasure.